everybody? Welcome back to the 90th minute. We are your hosts. We got Greg, Waz, Lucas, myself, Liam. If you are new to the podcast, make sure you hit subscribe on YouTube. Follow us along on social media. Links are in the description.
And shout out to anyone who's listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, of course.
Our audio apps.
You know, you can't subscribe on there, but you can, leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and whatnot. Like the podcast, share with your friends.
Yes. You can follow the podcast on there.
On Spotify and yeah. So there you go. Perfect.
If you're on YouTube, though, make sure you like this video, comment down below, get involved with any and all of tonight's discussions.
We answer a lot of questions on TikTok, sometimes Instagram, but YouTube, ask us some questions and we'll try to answer for the next podcast.
We read all the comments. We appreciate everything.
Every episode, we go back to the YouTube comments, and sometimes we see, maybe there's not enough questions, so please send us some questions. We love answering yours.
Also, 90th minute news. We are getting to the nitty-gritty end of our FIFA 20 career mode series, so make sure you check that out. And a big shout out and a big thank you to everyone. We hit 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you.
Well done, boys.
Woo!
Thank you.
Champagne?
Honestly, champagne at 10K. You heard it first. I'm gonna get a Magnum.
Emergency champagne.
I'm getting a Magnum, full bottle.
I mean, I wouldn't mind wine. A fine wine.
Big bottle, Dom Perignon. 10K, we're popping. Anyways.
Yep.
Also, we should say that Matt's not here.
Yeah, the legend Matt is not here. Thank God I have no one to yell at me.
Yep.
And make me feel bad.
A big week of football. Premier League is back and everything is
action.
going. Bundesliga is back. Serie A is back. League Un's doing its
and
thing.
We're all happy.
Not you. Lucas
Shut
is happy.
up.
Lucas is happy. Let's start with Lucas.
I was happy before
you. You think I'm happy?
We'll get on to you too, because boy, do I love talking about that. Liverpool, Chelsea, biggest game of this week in the Premier League. Ultimately, at least in my opinion, it was a bit of a training session for you boys.
And also, we can't forget that there are matches on the day this is released. So, of course, we can't cover those matches.
We'll touch on the Man City game and the Aston Villa game.
Next.
But we're starting with Liverpool-Chelsea, because that's the two biggest clubs that have faced off. It ends 2-0 for Liverpool. Sadio Mane with a brace. Red card for Andreas Christensen for Chelsea, and Kepa being shit.
Kepa being Kepa.
Yeah, pretty much. Training session for you boys, I thought. It was a walk in the park.
Yeah, it was kind of... The first half was pretty boring, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, I almost fell asleep.
I felt the entire game was a little bit boring, other than moments.
Yeah, because...
it's especially when you think of the Liverpool-Leeds game, it just was not the same at all. It was
when
more
you think about the last time
balance.
when Liverpool and Chelsea faced off, and it was...
Mayhem.
Insanity.
It was
calamity.
Mayhem. Yeah.
Goals.
I mean, Chelsea definitely are trying to, play a little more deeper, more defensively, and hit Liverpool on the counterattack in this match, which they didn't really do too successfully, aside from maybe one or two occasions.
I thought Timo Werner looked good on the runs.
Did he?
I thought he looked... The bright spot at Chelsea in that game was probably Timo Werner.
I don't think so, really.
That's saying a lot, because there wasn't much.
Chelsea just didn't do
I thought
much.
he looked all right. I'm not saying he was fantastic. I thought he looked good.
Fabinho was controlling
very good.
Tank. Fabinho. Second best center back in the Prem.
He's actually very good, honestly.
Honestly, when I saw the lineups, I saw him at center back. I'm like, this could work very well.
In theory, you could just start him at center back. Naby Keita, Jordan Henderson, and Thiago as your midfield.
He's better. He's already better than Harry Maguire and Lindelof at center back.
Yeah.
It's not tough to do.
Did very good though, honestly.
I think you could do a job better than Lindelof.
No, I can't head the ball.
You can.
No, he can't.
He
can.
actually can't. He turns his back to it.
Put your purse away. Just head the ball.
No, I can't.
Be a big man. I'll teach
Anyways,
you.
back to the match.
Obviously Liverpool, they had more of the possession. A lot of times they were on the wings, really trying to cross the ball in. A few times it almost paid off, but still no really clear chances from either side in this first half.
I thought Chelsea was doing good defensively in the first half, though.
I think
they stopped Liverpool.
I thought it was kind of very cagey until the red card.
Neither club wanted to lose the game, which I mean, fair enough.
Because Chelsea made a mistake
tight.
They left their back pretty open. Mane was going on a breakaway.
Some Chelsea supporters were saying Conte was playing pretty poor. I mean, he played okay.
I thought Conte was okay.
Yeah.
The red card, like I said, Mane through the middle.
Christensen.
Great ball from Henderson.
Yeah, Henderson played very well.
He did. But yes, Andreas Christensen, full-on rugby tackles.
I was generally wondering what he was thinking when he did that.
It was a moment of desperation, I
guess.
But there's no need to do it. Even if Mane did score there, there's a full half.
You still have a chance of winning the game.
I mean,
That just ruined it.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Kepa was coming out, so could Mane have controlled it, gone around Kepa and scored? Potentially. I mean, Sadio Mane.
But he was, if Mane's fast. He was
Yes.
going to get there. He was going to be there
Well,
first.
that's why it was a red card, because he was going to
Exactly,
get there. But my other thing, okay, so you let Mane go. If you're Christensen, you let him go. He gets the ball. He rounds Kepa. At that point, if you're Christensen, you should be able to get in behind and potentially block it or push him wide or something.
An intelligent center back would do that. And for a lot of Chelsea supporters, Christensen was the best center back for them on the pitch. And then he gets sent off.
Well, I remember when last January when us three, not Liam, were here saying Rudiger wasn't all that. Many Chelsea fans were saying he was the best center back, and now he's potentially leaving the club.
I don't rate
Wasn't
any of them.
wasn't even on the bench.
Except for Thiago Silva.
Well, Thiago Silva's Thiago Silva. The man's been around for how long? He's done great things. Rudiger and Zuma, I think, are decent, but their fatal flaw is they give away bad mistakes.
Yeah,
Christensen, I think he's mentally not always checked in.
As soon as I saw the tackle, I'm like,
for 90 minutes, I don't think he's in the game.
At first, he gave him a yell. I'm like, ideally that would be a red card.
100% that's a red,
and then they checked it's a red card, and I'm like, good. But at the same time, I'm like, why would you it's American football and just take him to the ground? Like, it's going to be a red card. You should cost your team the game.
That's the thing.
How do you stop Sadio
You
Mane?
could still got a draw if you stayed on, or if you can see that you could have draw. You maybe could have won the game. You
Came
never
back
know.
and won, but
Game
it's
over after
0-0 full at the half, and
Yeah.
you're down a man against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Liverpool's gonna
11v11. Liverpool's
then-
tough to play.
Second half ends. 5 minutes later, goal. Liverpool, as expected.
Great
Sadio
goal.
Mane-
what
great
that
team
goal
play.
is so
But
nice.
let's talk about the most important thing that happened: the substitution.
Thiago went on.
Yeah, it was
I'm sure
great.
the fan Lucas.
You
how
know-
were you feeling when that happened?
I was so excited.
Honest, I was too, honestly. 'cause
A world class player like Thiago joining our club. That's so brilliant.
And the thing
And
is,
Thank you
with
for actually
Liverpool-
spending some money.
Oh, it's the thing is with Liverpool. You don't
not much up front.
You don't sign players when they are already world class. You turn them into world class players. This is different.
This is like the first time we've done that.
Yeah, it feels like it.
This is like the first time Liverpool have signed a world class player.
Since like Xabi Alonso.
I don't know if he was like because he was at Sociedad at that
wow.
time. So people probably wouldn't consider him a world class
Fernando
player.
Torres?
He was at Atletico Madrid. He was getting
He's
to
doing
that.
good.
Yeah.
He was getting to that point, but
Yeah.
I think
Liverpool develops
How old is
players very
Thiago?
well.
29.
28, 29.
So he has still a decent amount of time left.
And when he entered the pitch, you could just notice the impact within 30 seconds.
Well, he actually set a record. He recorded more passing than all of the Chelsea team all game. He played 45 minutes.
The man just strings passes together. He plays deep.
Yeah, he plays deep
Yeah,
and just
I love it.
created
It's
those
actually the
passes.
perfect-
It took no effort for him to just make those passes.
the
just
perfect
down
midfielder.
to the either
Well, it's
Robertson
perfect
or
for the-
Trent. It was just
It's perfect for the Liverpool system
Yeah,
because
and I would
they
say
sit back.
right now the two best midfielders in the world are playing in the Premier League. Thiago and De Bruyne.
Yes.
When it comes to center mids, CDM in that kind of position.
Yeah. And with Thiago, okay, I lost my train of thought.
No, I mean, ultimately, Thiago. We all know where you're getting with that guy. He's fantastic. I mean, the first goal, like we said, fantastic work.
that's
Fantastic
just
play from
classic
Liverpool.
Salah, Firmino,
Yeah.
Mane
Yeah.
working together. That was brilliant.
Second goal,
Kepa happens.
I give full credit though to Sadio Mane. He gives the ball
Yeah.
away, and he
Yes.
immediately is hunting down the
Yeah.
ball again.
'Cause
Kepa does
That Liverpool
dog shit
squad
and gives it to him.
knows Kepa
It's bad.
is
It's-
like not bad, but like
bad.
Let's just
going
break-
through some stuff
let me,
right
let
now.
me tell you something. If I, for some reason, and there was this giant, like, the world went through hell, and the Premier League doesn't exist anymore, but there's like me and Kepa playing a 1v1, I would shoot from half on him. I would take shots from anywhere because it's fucking Kepa. He'll give me something.
I don't know about that.
He made, like-
There you go. There was a guy on TikTok who asked, "Can you roast Kepa?" There you go.
that's
I might score
the
against
roast
him, and
of
I'm
Kepa.
shit.
The way I
He made
view
like
that,
a couple decent saves.
He
though.
did, but he's under such a huge microscope. As soon as he makes like massive mistakes,
Oh, I
people
know.
are gonna hunt him down.
Oh,
and
I-
shred him apart. Especially
Yeah.
Chelsea
I put in our
supporters.
chat.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh
He's done.
boy, oh boy.
But
And
the way
Fabrizio, yeah, like Woz retweet on our Twitter. Make sure you do follow us on Twitter. The second that goal went in, Fabrizio Romano goes, "Yeah, it's a done deal. They're getting a new
I
goalkeeper."
love how like a minute after Fabrizio was like, "Done deal, Mendy to Chelsea. He's coming."
Can we get Fabrizio on the podcast?
One day maybe?
That'd be just scenes.
Boom.
But just the way I viewed that goal was like, It's like a lion hunting a gazelle. Mane is the lion, Kepa is the gazelle. And if you don't run, you're fucked. That's the best way of putting it. He was fucked.
What the fuck?
I really kind of get what you're
I
saying.
know
He
what he's
hunted
saying,
him
but
down.
it's like
I'm like, you do not have time to play the ball when you have Sadio Mane.
You don't.
breathing-
You don't have time
No.
to think. You don't have time for anything.
Get it.
just
out.
get it
has to
out.
happen.
Just get it out. Honestly, it's.
Yeah.
God, Spanish goalkeepers recently.
But then, of course, it did end 2-0. Not.
Oh, Chelsea did get a penalty that could have
Yes.
possibly saved something from the match.
Thiago gives away a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I felt that was soft.
A little bit. It
He
was
barely
a
touched him.
It was a penalty, but it was a little soft. I do
Bullshit.
agree. But Jorginho finally
Misses.
stopped.
Finally misses.
And Allison finally saved a
Yeah,
penalty.
that was a great
Yeah.
save.
It was a good save. It wasn't the best of penalties. A little close to
I
the
mean, it's a
keeper, but-
Jorginho penalty
That's
where
just
he
what he
waits for
does.
the keeper to move. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Allison just stood his ground and waited
Big
and
man, Alisson.
did very good, honestly.
Alisson.
So
That's
He's
what
a big man.
That's what he does. He's
Pisses me off when people call him overrated. I'm like,
big
he's still,
man.
I think, top 5 keepers in the world right
you know,
now.
he's
Maybe top 3.
Still very good.
He's fantastic. Anything else we want to talk about the Liverpool match, or should we move on?
I thought Jordan Henderson played great. I thought.
Captain J Hendo.
I thought people. I don't know. I like the
I
way.
think the fullbacks are not working 100% yet. I think they're.
I thought they were a lot better
They were
this
a lot
game
better
than
today
the
than
one
against
against
Leeds.
Leeds.
maybe they had to be more defensive
I just-
because they were playing Fabinho at center back and maybe
I actually
I
like
think-
Fabinho inside.
I
really
did.
did.
I loved him. Oh yeah, that's the thing I want to touch. Timo Werner could not get past Fabinho. Fabinho had him in his pocket.
Yeah.
Timo
There's
Werner
a few
had a
few
bit of a rough
chances.
night, I
Yeah.
thought.
Timo, I don't know. Yeah, let's talk about Havertz. Maybe Havertz.
King Kai.
Is some people 2 games in was like, is he a flop?
No, he's not a flop. He's
No,
okay.
Well, we'll touch on that
he's
later.
2 games in. He's
Yeah.
hardly been at the club. And
Timo Werner. What do we think about him so far though?
I mean, there's some good things you see from him.
Makes
honestly.
good runs.
I would like to see a front 2 of him and Tammy Abraham. I think that could work.
It's just gonna take a lot of time for Chelsea
Tammy,
to adjust.
Tammy's big. Win the headers, win the knockdowns. Werner can get in behind. That's my
But
theory.
that's the thing. You know Werner can get in behind.
Well-
Once they get that just one good ball, they've had a couple
Ziyech,
chances.
get
Get
And
Ziyech
yeah,
in.
another
that
thing
ball
with,
in, get him running, and he's gonna place
Another
it.
thing with Chelsea, they haven't yet to play that full 11
Yeah.
that people are putting on. You know, Chilwell wasn't playing, Ziyech, Pulisic.
Yeah, they're Pulisic too. Like honestly,
Who else
Thiago
wasn't playing?
Silva.
Yeah, Thiago Silva. So we'll see if that whole 11 gets out.
that's the
Can we,
thing.
can we move on from this game?
Yeah, let's
Sure.
move
I want to talk about a team that I put in the top 4. Tottenham Hotspur.
on. Yeah,
They were insane.
They were and they weren't.
it's
First half, Lucas's TikTok.
Yep.
Yeah.
Check it out. First half,
Lucas created.
Southampton were by far the better team.
Yeah, 'cause Southampton were holding until their first goal. Really, I don't
Yeah.
think Spurs had a single shot in the match.
No, I won't lie. I fell asleep. I woke up for this match. I saw Harry Kane score a goal, right?
Yeah,
And it got disallowed. Then I fell
offside.
asleep.
yeah.
Then I fell asleep.
Welcome to Canada, 5 a.m.
5
kickoffs.
a.m. matches, yes.
I've had my alarm on. I thought I'm not gonna wake up for this match. Then I'm like, no, I'm gonna wake
I could
up.
barely wake up for the Chelsea game.
No, I woke up and I'm just
I didn't
like,
fall asleep
yeah,
till
no,
like
I
4,
can't.
I went to
maybe.
bed at like 3:30. I woke up at 9:30. It's rough.
Yeah, but so it was ruled offside because Southampton kept them offside.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a key thing in this match because
Yeah.
Southampton's high line that cost
That
them in this
cost them.
It
match.
did. I mean, I know you want to play that high line against pace. You don't want to play against pace.
Well, you play a high lines because they're pressing high up the pitch, trying to
Yeah.
win the ball, and it was working in the first half because they were retaining possession so well, creating chances. Just they weren't finishing enough of them, except for Danny Ings.
Danny
Ings,
Ings did
what a-
finish.
what a
Great finish.
Great ball from Walker Peters to Danny Ings. Great touch, one touch shoot, boom.
I'm
And what
actually-
you also did say to Che Adams, definitely needed to finish a couple of those
Yeah.
chances. But you got to give it to Lloris there. That was a
Jay Adams was
that was a
actually
fantastic save, honestly.
But Danny Ings' opener, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did watch
Bot-
the highlights.
He's a great
The
kid.
bottom corner.
What a finish!
That was a-
Danny Ings is back. He's not stopping.
Ultimately, though, Harry Kane woke up and Hunman saw him. Was like, "Hey, I can run."
No, that's not the reason I don't.
You're gonna. I know you're gonna do.
Lucas will break this down.
No, Lucas is gonna give immense love to a certain Frenchman.
Yeah,
because he
here it
turned
comes.
around.
And Dembele actually started to do
That-
things.
What he did to dart up that first goal. That
Lucas
was
has a
brilliant
weird
play.
love obsession with Tanguy Ndombele.
He's a great player.
Fakir, Noni's Fakir, yep.
What's your point?
I like players that are ballers and are fun to watch.
Same.
Ballers.
Same. Who's done?
You choose Jeff Hendrick as a baller.
Well, we'll talk about them later.
Tanguy Ndombele receives the ball. He just muscles off a player, does a roulette,
Yep.
and great ball to Kane. And then Kane makes a great ball to
First
Son.
time pass, yeah.
Well, actually, it wasn't the greatest ball, but it was good enough where Son was able to get on the
Son
breakaway.
is just rapid.
And McCarthy kind of hesitated getting to the ball.
I think he could have done better on that goal. Son, it was a good finish by Son still, but
Son was brilliant in front of goal.
But
He was.
let's just it's Hunman's son happened. When
Honestly, he had a fantastic match. Him and Harry Kane, basically.
I don't know. He's one of those rare players in the Premier League where he turns on that switch. You're fucked.
He's got the ability to win a game by
Finishing,
himself.
pace.
100%.
he's usually very good at the beginning
Yeah.
of the Premier League.
Well, I mean, he unfortunately had some injuries last season and a lot of controversy surrounding him because cards and players breaking their legs in half. So,
So he had two red cards last season, right?
Yeah, it was unfortunate. And managers changing didn't help. So
Yeah.
Jose about to bring out the best.
We saw a lot happening in this game.
Yeah.
Spurs win the ball. They pass it to Kane. Kane passes it to Son. Goal.
Yep.
It actually happened 4 times.
Yes.
Yep.
Jan Bednarek
It was like the exact same goal.
It was very
honestly,
similar
yeah.
all
It's
the time.
like they just send Son, he goes,
But
scores.
Southampton, guys, come on. After the second time, where you're
Yeah.
holding that high line, and they're getting behind me, it's like, hey, let's take a step back. Let's not press.
Well,
Let's just hold. You know?
I think we're starting to see which clubs are getting really affected by not having a home crowd as well.
No, but that's
feel-
not a crowd. That's just a tactical thing.
I'm saying,
They're pushing up high, holding that high line.
And also, they aren't taking their chances because
yes.
because before the second goal, Spurs scored after halftime. Che Adams, like we mentioned, he missed a good chance.
But whether whether they scored it or not, they still give up 4 goals.
Well, if you have a higher lead, you then slowly start dropping the line.
Mm-hmm.
Got to start
I think that
getting
should have
back
been a
in
tactical
again.
change around that 60th minute when it was 2-1 or it was 3-2.
It was never
3-1. Sorry, 3-1. And you drop that back. Say, okay, let's sit back. They're getting in behind. Let's just hold it. Let's just stay solid, and they'll try and counter. That's how I would say.
Yeah.
Now, Jose Mourinho, he's been in the market apparently for a kind of a backup striker to Kane.
I think he got one.
Well, I think he's looking for Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale can score a goal.
I'm looking for a striker. Like, he's more of a winger.
I think
Still
I
play
think he's
Bale
good.
as a
both.
striker.
I think between all of his attacking
From what I've
options,
seen, Jose wants someone who's a bit bigger and stronger, kind of like a tall man, a target
Solomon
man.
Rondon,
No, I think Alexander Sorlot's a big lad, but I heard about
Mithro.
Danny Ings
No.
to Spurs.
He tried.
I think they might want to try and get him.
I don't know. I mean, we'll talk about transfers maybe later on, but I know there's a lot of talk about Dele Alli right now. Maybe him going to PSG.
Oh God, perfect.
I don't
And then
give.
Lingard going to the Spurs.
Yeah, Lingard might go to Spurs.
Oh,
That was
anyways,
my-
why?
I don't think we did mention what the final score. That game finished 5-2 though.
5-2.
Danny Ings to score a penalty. Harry Kane, a goal and 4 assists though.
Yeah,
bad.
and
So-
4 goals for Humman's son.
Yeah, like
it's funny
crazy.
because at the end of the game, Hun was having an interview and Mourinho comes in and goes, "Hun, you're not man of the match. It was Harry Kane." And he goes, "Okay, I guess."
I love that.
4 assists and a goal, I guess.
You know what's scary about that, Greg? Since we play FIFA Ultimate Team, FIFA 21, he might have the Player of the Month award.
But this is September. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, good point. Oh, shit.
Oh God, if you play FIFA Ultimate Team, be prepared.
Good point.
Where to next, Lucas?
Well,
Let's finish off today's games.
okay, we'll finish off Leicester versus Burnley. Did any of you get to catch this one?
I did watch the highlights, and
Yeah.
Leicester are not bad. Burnley are okay. Chris Wood, I like him. I like the Kiwi.
That was a good finish.
Not even that. The way he just pushed.
Well,
Yes.
I know,
Justin.
not just the
Push,
finish, but
it's like welcome to the Prem, kid.
He's like, move.
Yeah, I'm like it's so foul, but okay.
No, I mean, Leicester was a good victory for them. They needed that. I know they are bringing in Mr. Under.
Who was that right back?
Under pressure.
Yeah,
He's coming in.
they kept making puns about that on Twitter for some reason. I'll have to go look at the hashtag. It's something.
What were you asking?
Who's the right back that scored? James Justin, right?
Well, he played left back. But,
Yeah, that's who got pushed by Chris Wood. I was just like, that was.
No, I mean, Leicester got off the mark with a good victory there. I mean, I don't know. They're gonna have an interesting
they're
season
looking
this
good
year.
on the attack, though. Like Leicester usually does, but
Yeah.
can they do what they did last season with that really good start and just keep it going for a bit?
I have lots of doubts surrounding Leicester this year. I don't know if Soyuncu can do as good as he did last season.
Yeah, defensively they looked at
And Didi
weird.
played center back,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Wilfred.
I think Harvey Barnes has been looking pretty good,
he was
honestly.
fire, I won't lie.
And this is without James Madison too, though.
That's
Yes,
true.
yeah.
Everyone keeps forgetting about James Madison because of the injury, but
How
there's-
crucial he is to that team.
Leicester just good in bringing in. Tielemans has been playing great as well. Pride.
Yeah.
I think Tielemans is someone people need to start paying attention to because he's been making things happen.
I think I really honestly
Yeah.
I like the Leicester.
their
squad.
midfield's really good.
It's just they're very inconsistent.
Yeah.
Technically, as a Sunday night, Leicester are top of the table.
Good.
Oh, would you
Goal
like
Congrats.
differential. Goal differential.
well,
You said something like, "Oh, it's good that they got this win," but I'm like, aren't they like?
Well, they got
two-
the first
two
one.
and
No,
oh?
it's good that they're getting off the mark and having a good open
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the season.
Yes.
Because they started last year, or they ended last season so poorly. It's
Yeah.
good that they've kind of found some form.
let's talk about
But
the
just
last.
don't drop off towards the end of the season now. Again.
Let's talk about something I was very upset about. I gotta be honest.
Newcastle.
Brighton and Hove Albion. I'm upset that they beat Newcastle.
Same 3-0. Disgusting performance from the tune.
I hyped you up so much last time. I thought Andy Carroll was coming in for a bloody golden boot performance.
Well,
Callum Wilson's a fraud. I
Yeah.
knew that already. I don't know why I liked him. I'm upset.
Yeah.
If you want to be a big club, start fucking playing every game because I'm pissed off. You shouldn't lose 3-0 to Brighton. Also, we're in trouble, all of us.
Why?
Because we all chose Brighton to be down near relegation.
I didn't.
A few people did though around.
We all chose like that.
I didn't have them
bottom
getting
little bit.
relegated.
I had
I
them in
have them
12th.
getting
Okay,
relegated.
you're okay then.
There's a
You're-
different club I'm in trouble with.
Who?
Crystal Palace.
I support the
we'll-
Palace.
yeah,
we'll get to
Palace.
that. We'll get to
I have them down
that.
there too.
We'll get to that.
But Brighton, God, they're playing well.
They actually were exciting.
If you actually watch football, Lee.
I do
No,
watch
I'm
football.
kidding.
I just thought their signings were.
Look, okay, after I said Brighton getting relegated, I started to go look at some other people's predictions to see where they put them, and they all put them there around the same
Yes, a
area.
lot of people have
so
Brighton getting down.
the world of football, YouTubers, content creators,
Well, let's look back.
analysts.
It's because people don't see Brighton as a club, a Premier League club. They don't.
Let's look back at last year when we all had Sheffield finishing bottom, and here are Sheffield qualifying near the fucking Europa League.
It's just whether Porter could do it again.
So
could
there's
stay
a few
up
exciting
again, right?
players at Brighton. I just thought they don't have the quality to stay up compared to the rest of the league.
Well, we question their
Lopez-
goal
they're
scoring.
proving
Lopez
us
doing
wrong.
really
Question their goal
good.
scoring. Neil Mopai seems to be Premier League quality.
Yeah.
Not even that. They have a gem in Lamptey.
Yes.
That kid looks
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah,
I remember
he's
when
rapid.
United, I think, played Brighton last season, and this Lamptey kid comes. I'm like, this kid looks damn good. He looks like he looks like he'd be
He's
playing
quick.
for Leicester.
He's quick.
He looks like a type of player that Leicester
Also,
comes
one of my
breaking
favorite
through.
players in the entire Premier League, Aaron Connolly. Love the man. I actually
goal,
love the
good goal.
I've signed him on FIFA career modes twice now.
But
love the guy.
Fair enough to say that Jeff Hendricks was not enough of a baller.
Not enough of a baller.
Yeah, Callum Wilson had a really good
Callum
chance.
Wilson
to do
did
it.
Callum Wilson things.
I'm gonna toot my own horn here. I'm not surprised by this.
You know what? Everyone gets something right once in a while,
Well,
and you should.
I'm
feel
a
good.
part of my fantasy team. It was great.
Gotta give it to Brighton's defense, honestly.
Let's talk about the red card. Controversial.
Oh well, he literally like sweet chin music him in the face.
He
I know.
scorpion kicked him in the
I know.
face.
I agree. It was a red
That was-
card.
I think
I know
so.
Alan
That was my
Shearer.
boy Jamal.
It was Jamal.
Basuma?
Just leave him alone.
Alan Shearer was like, "That's a tough red card." He goes,
He kicked him in the
He
face.
got rocked. Like
You get roundhouse
Kicked him in the
kicked.
face.
You don't get roundhouse kicked often in the
Where's
Prem.
he do- where's
I don't
he
know
going for
why
a
he was,
scorpion?
he's going for a scorpion clearance. Like what?
And that guy was having a good game too.
It's like, I like how we got sent off. He's like, okay. That's fair.
I absolutely clocked this man.
He's
in
like,
the
it's
jaw.
3-0. I'll take a break next game.
Jamal
games.
Lewis doesn't have a face
Oh yeah, 3
anymore.
games. Yeah, sorry.
Next time we'll see Basuma in the WWE. He's got a red card. He can go make an appearance.
That finishes the Sunday matches.
Let's talk about Saturday.
Let's talk about Saturday, and let's
go right to
yeah.
let's go right to United
I know.
Crystal Palace.
It wasn't good.
It was not good.
terrible.
Ross,
Great.
can you
Lost.
tell us?
Thoughts?
Wow, where do I start? Our center backs are god awful. There was no team wasn't playing well together.
Could you say
Good thing
there was
Matt
no
is not
passion?
here right now.
Yeah,
would be absolutely
I don't
ripping
like
it.
talking United with him because I like to give my team a little bit of credit, but he never does. Lindelof was terrible. Maguire was also not very great.
I think it's a lot more than just your center back.
No, it was a lot. It was the whole
you
team
didn't
didn't play
have
well.
any attacking outlets.
It's very hard to sing.
There's no spark
Like
in midfield.
I said, you can't single out one player that game. The whole team underperformed.
My one thing I noticed though, Fosu Mensah played instead of Wan Bissaka.
Yeah, I don't know.
What was up with that?
Maybe he's just not match ready. Maybe the fitness
that
is
seemed a little off to me.
Because you've had all summer. Well,
No, I know
You've had a little bit.
Some of the players had the virus, didn't they?
Yeah,
from
I
vacation?
think so. I don't know if one
Or
was,
they had to use isolate because they came from a certain country.
Oh,
That's
that's
fair.
true. Yeah, because
Yeah.
Iceland and whatnot.
Not Iceland, but
Dan James, useless. I hate him on that right hand side. He just runs, and I felt like you can just push him. He's dead. He's a piece of
He dead.
he's like a piece of glass. Anyone can toss him around. Other than that,
Basically, he's just a glorified James Forrest at this point.
we
Just
couldn't
runs.
we couldn't really string many passes together. We dominated possession, no surprise.
But you did nothing with possession.
No, we took long shots.
Bruno was doing nothing. He's playing
No,
a
I
CDM
thought
points.
Bruno
That's
played
how I
well,
always
but-
find United. Whenever they have more possession, they play worse.
But the thing is,
I always find that.
Bruno
What
was
did I say?
doing a lot
Don't
of
trust
tracking
Ole.
back.
Don't trust Ole.
Because there were moments where I know as Bruno was doing a lot of tracking back where Pogba wasn't, where Pogba
Yeah,
that should have
Would
been
you like
Pogba.
to talk about your new player or your former player?
Which former player?
Wilfried Zaha,
Okay,
who
let me talk about
screwed
Wilfried
you over.
Zaha. Wilfried, come back.
No, why would he come back?
David Moyes is not here. His daughter's not here anymore. We can find you another daughter.
Does Ole have a daughter?
No. So, if you'd like to come back, we would love you. You can play on the right hand side.
What the?
I mean, ultimately, you got screwed over by Zaha, who's having a great opening to the year.
Yeah.
He's having
Oh, yeah,
fantastic.
Sorry, but let's get back to that though. You got to give it to the fact that Crystal Palace also played an extra game already, so
Yeah.
that's United's opener.
That's true. United, I mean, they were more prepared, but at the same time, it's just,
slow out.
we were
Yes.
sloppy. Like, that's it.
Opening game jitters, maybe. I don't know.
I don't
You
know.
shouldn't have that as Manchester
Yeah,
United.
exactly.
you don't want to start a season like that at all.
No.
You don't.
No.
Your new player, Donny van de Beek, he did
But
score.
actually, let me actually seriously touch on Zaha. I thought he was fantastic,
He was very
and
good.
the
He's been
fact
very
that
good.
he's still playing for like Crystal is shocking. He should be playing in the Champions League. So someone sign him. He's so good.
So good.
So good.
And then
So good.
let's. You're Van de Beek
Scored a goal.
wasn't the greatest goal. I mean, he just tapped it in. Nice, great debut.
It's good. Good confidence booster.
Yeah, I honestly, he came on for like 10 minutes, 11 minutes, and he actually played pretty well. He
But
made
why
some
did you
good
wait
passes.
so long to bring him on?
I have no
It's
idea.
Ole.
Ole's very
It's
odd in the
Ole.
substitutions. Is he the man going forward, Ole? Who knows at this point?
I think if I'm Donny van de Beek, I'm going on my phone and going, okay, TripAdvisor, next flight back to Amsterdam, please.
No, if I'm Donny Van Beek, I would make phone call. Who wants to join me here? We're getting paid a lot of money.
Fuck all, basically.
Great accommodations.
Were you guys really creating any chances though? Like
No,
yeah,
nothing
'cause
clear.
I was focusing more on the Dortmund game to the left. of
Yeah,
the screen.
no,
Well,
no. Our,
Sorry, go ahead.
our chances came outside the box through long shots.
Honestly, I saw a lot of those. Also, the penalties. Because
That was very controversial because
yeah,
they got a penalty. I think it was a handball. I can't remember.
I thought it was a
that
little
was the
harsh.
Lindelof hand.
Yeah, and then who takes it? Ayew,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. De Gea saves it. It wasn't the best penalty. It was pretty weak.
Yeah.
And De Gea was apparently off his line a little bit. I was kind of pissed off because if VAR didn't exist, it would have probably picked that up. And
If
I mean,
Vardy
yeah.
didn't exist, you wouldn't have had half your goals last season.
and then some people were saying you could no longer call us Varchester United because we got screwed there. And then they scored, and it was like, game is over.
Yeah, maybe you lost your. You're no longer Penchester United
No.
anymore. You lost the
Manchester
power.
United. And there was moments where we were trying to get penalties. I'm like, no,
Hernandez.
no, let's not do this again.
we talked about your team.
Yes.
We talked about your team. Let's move on to Fulham.
What a match
game.
this was.
You
Yeah,
had moments, Greg.
the Leeds party continues.
You had a moment of hype, and then it was like, nah, never
Got
mind.
smacked around by Marcelo Bielsa.
Greg.
Can you say this man's name correctly?
No.
Would you call him for Mark Bielsa? Now it's Marcelo Bielsa.
Marcelino.
What did you say, Bielsa?
So,
Okay.
Mark Bielsa,
Greg.
as we're calling
Bielsa.
him.
Great.
Man who needs a translator for his
Greg,
interviews.
take the floor.
We were pretty shocking at times. Pretty good at times.
Yeah.
Leeds was pretty good at times. Pretty shocking at times. Both managers were probably honestly not very happy with that performance. I guess they're happy because they won. But Mitrovic is like the only good player on our team. Zambo Anguissa played a good game, honestly.
Yeah.
Leeds is pretty. I think.
Leeds looked red hot.
I'll be
first
honest,
half.
like Fulham looked a lot better going forward, but other than that,
Oh, we need defense. Please give us center backs, please.
Yeah.
Please, we need you.
Jonathan Tah.
That would be some hell of
Go
a
get
signing,
him.
honestly. That'd be
Go get
fucking
him.
At least you're
nasty.
signing some players. Tete and Areola.
Yeah. They didn't do terrible. Areola got left in the dust, honestly. He
With
couldn't
that
really do
defense,
anything
I'm
about
not
those
surprised.
goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ended 4-3. It was an exciting game,
But
though, at least.
Leeds-
I enjoyed it. 'Cause-
Helder Costa.
Pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah, he had some
Bamford.
Good
great
goals.
goals.
Bamford's turning
Bamford
into a
did
hell of a
score.
player. He's taking
But-
that Premier League.
and that's the thing. People questioned him when he was in the championship whether he could do it in the Prem.
Yeah,
Here
and
it is.
he's
Doing
taking the Prem by storm. Harrison as well.
Mitrovic does get 2 goals in this game. I mean, ultimately, it was 4-1 at one point.
Almost
Leeds
had to come
looked
back.
to be like cruising to an easy victory.
We looked so once they hit it 4-1, we brought on the subs. We made it 4-3. We were looking great. We scored that third goal, and we just dropped
Stopped,
off again.
yeah.
It just went all
Yeah,
to
Bobby
shit
Reed
again.
actually had a good goal.
Great
low
penalty.
finish.
Yeah.
Mateusz Klich.
It's not clique.
How do you pronounce it again?
It's Klee.
Klich.
I know someone in the comments said it is click or clique.
Can we put
It's
the-
not. I asked my dad.
Can we
Click.
put the Kanye West song "Click" over top and just have
But
a
yeah,
jam for
Leeds are
20
fun to
seconds?
watch.
If
If they get their defense sorted, they'll be good.
I don't know. I don't know.
You can definitely tell they're missing Ben White.
2 out of
Yeah.
2 losses
Oh,
for you
yeah.
guys.
Didn't he come on
Not
later
the
though?
best.
Didn't Ben White come on later?
No, Ben White's
Ben
not
White's on
Brighton.
Brighton. He was on loan.
That's why, because I heard. Yeah. Okay.
That's okay. That's okay.
Let's talk about the other relegated side, West Brom.
Oh,
they had a
this
good
is
game
They're not
against
good.
Everton.
They're not.
They're
good.
not good.
Actually, they were pretty good in the first half.
Except there's a red card that was really funny, actually. We'll talk about the rest of the game.
I think I missed
The
that.
red card was funny.
Talk about it.
Well, there was a little bit off the ball incident. Kieran Gibbs and,
Well,
and
yeah.
James Rodriguez.
James.
James Rodriguez. Don't give a shit. James Rodriguez and Kieran Gibbs kind of come together.
Well, James gives him a
He
nudge.
gives him a nudge. Kieran Gibbs pushes him in the face and James rolls
put his
around.
hands.
Don't touch me. Anyways, the funny part was the cameras and the microphones around the field. They pick up Kieran Gibbs going, "Yeah, I'll do that again." Seamus Coleman comes in and goes, "Who the fuck are you going to do that again to, big man? You think you're big? You think you're tough?" Seamus Coleman just doesn't give a shit, basically.
I love it.
His Irish accent goes, "What the fuck?" It's so good.
I need to find a clip of that.
It's good. But anyways, James Rodriguez does score his first Everton goal.
Yeah.
Well,
Good
first
times.
off, they got a red card. Yes.
Dominic. Hat trick.
Best striker in the Prem.
You heard it here first.
You heard Lucas talking crap about him. He's like,
Lucas
I'm
is
gonna
like
drop
football.
some goals.
It's not anything about football.
But Everton has been turning a lot of heads.
Yes.
People are already saying, can they get top 4? Can they get top
They're
6?
scoring. They seem to be defensive.
James is a hell of a player. He's taking the premise by storm as well.
Midfield's good, yes.
Yeah.
It's
My
looking
question
like
is
it's
still defense. I don't know if Yari Mina is good enough. I don't know if Mr. Keane is good enough.
yeah.
Pickford.
Yerry Mina will transform into a player that is
He was for like 12
for
months.
for Colombia, because James is there, the Colombian connection. It's gonna be like spectacular. Watch.
That was for,
Ola Yari.
No, I'm messing
That's
around. I
Pumas
really don't know what Yerry Mina is gonna turn into. Maybe with James there, they can
I don't think James can teach him to become like a
no
world class
but
center
maybe
back.
maybe because he has a friend there, his morale will go up.
He has a friend.
You got a friend in me.
Sure.
But no, but West Brom, they look shaky.
I mean,
Yeah.
the first half they were pretty good,
I
honestly.
mean, when you get a red card against
Yeah.
a good team that Everton's on fire
Yeah.
right now, it's pretty hard to.
Like Diangana, that guy's so good. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
they're not just for the goal, but there's other parts in the game where they just needed to tackle him because he was just embarrassing Everton.
Yeah.
Everton are second in the Premier League.
What a weird time we're in.
I know.
Now, the one good thing, Fulham is not in last.
You're not.
Yeah.
You're third last.
Yep.
West Brom is last though.
Yep.
2-goal difference.
36 games left. We're good. We're still lots of time.
Final game of the Saturday matches is Arsenal. They pick up a 2-1 victory over West Ham. We watched this a little bit while we were filming our career mode episode. Arsenal looked all right.
Apparently, West Ham were actually pretty good. in
West
this
Ham
That's the
had
thing. West
moments.
Ham actually picked it up from that Newcastle.
Alexander Lacazette does score, which is good to see him going. Aubameyang does sign a new contract this week, so he's still at the club.
Yeah. Very good.
job, Arsenal.
Very, very, very good.
You're not shit.
And
Yep.
Ketia with the
That was a
game
good
winner.
goal. Good tapping. Wasn't the cleanest victory from Arsenal, but 3 points is 3 points.
3 points, 3
Yeah.
points.
Because
Exactly.
And they're looking
last
good.
season, before Arteta,
Yeah.
they draw that
They
game.
would-
Yeah,
100%.
true.
So-
You're not wrong.
Quickly, we'll talk about the Monday fixtures. Aston Villa hosts Sheffield United. This is a big game
It's
for
a big-
Sheffield. They need a victory here.
Aston Villa's made a lot of new signings.
And they
now
didn't
as
play,
well.
right? They didn't play last week.
Villa have not played
No,
yet.
so
So
let's
that'll be
see who
interesting, yeah.
actually. I'm curious who starts for this. 'cause-
And
Yeah.
then the game I'm looking forward to on Monday, Wolves hosting City. Now,
Let's go with Damo.
here's where I'm upset
Jimenez.
because,
Quick-
like you said, I wish there was fans in this stadium because last year Wolves beat City twice.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And the home stadium pushed them to that final victory.
Sorry, that was the one more thing. Speaking of homes, we didn't get the home fans for Leeds for 16
Yeah.
years back in the Prem. The
Yeah.
fans would have been going nuts.
Yeah.
Like absolutely,
Leeds
it
are going to be
sucks.
missing fans 100%. The Leeds fans do deserve to be in that stadium.
Yeah,
Every
it-
fan deserves to be in that
Yeah,
stadium.
it just sucks. We hope fans
Slowly,
come back.
things are getting back to normal. Germany's coming back, fans, but we hope for better days.
Hashtag
yes.
pray for vaccine.
Don't
Okay.
hashtag. That's a weird hashtag.
Yeah. Anyways,
But Wolves City, I'm looking forward to that. Adama, I hope. Fraudiola, all that good shit.
no Messi.
No Diego Jota.
Yeah.
He's now at Liverpool. Good signing as well.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't know
a-
where he's going to slot in, but he'll figure it out.
Wolves are gonna miss him like
I
crazy.
mean, they got Raul Jimenez,
Yeah, but
who's banging. I think Raul Jimenez could be a great season this year.
I mean, I don't think they'll definitely miss him, but he was also injured for points last season too.
he's still a great player.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like Wolves have been City's kryptonite in the last
Yeah.
year and a half.
Nuno could replace Pep.
No, that's not my point.
Yes, Waz, you
Yeah, it
love
should
your superhero references.
Yes.
So
The 90th minute MCU.
we'll look forward to that match. Unfortunately, I'm
But
gonna
Where
miss it.
should we go next? What
Well,
country tickles
there's a
your
couple
fancy?
big games coming up next week, though. Next Monday,
Okay.
we do have Liverpool Arsenal.
Why do we always have to play Monday? I work at that time.
That sucks to be you.
Well, I work
Liam,
tomorrow.
so
I think
Liam,
we
one more
miss
thing with the Prem
big
though,
game.
quickly. How was your bets going?
Oh, I lost that one.
Did you? Which
Because
one?
I chose
which one?
Liverpool to draw Chelsea.
Oh, okay.
And
$1,200.
City take on Leicester. A big match as well, I think, is Spurs and Newcastle.
Big match.
Sheffield
you,
Leeds.
You
Shut up.
played Brighton.
I guess the big match now, yes.
We've
who
lost
does
to Brighton
Fulham play?
several
Crystal
times.
Palace,
in the past.
Everton, big game. Fulham plays Villa. You could get something.
I love the
So
Prem.
we'll see. Villa might be good.
I love the
Man
Prem.
City, Leicester City, Spurs, Newcastle. Great games. But yes,
Yep.
Sheffield Leeds, a Midlands derby. Oh,
Well, yeah, before we move on
get
to the
farmers
rest
out.
of
Let's do it.
Before we move on to the rest of Europe, let's talk about the other Premier League, the Fantasy Premier League, the 90th Fantasy Premier League. Of course, we like to
Hit me
do
with it.
right now in the Fantasy Premier League. I am sitting in 240th. I'm not doing hot.
Out how many?
A lot, like 300 something.
So you're not that.
So that's pretty
you're,
bad.
You're pretty bad.
I'm 67th.
Hey!
Well done.
In the heat
Well
of
done.
Lisbon.
Yeah.
1967.
So you had in the first game week you had Mitrovic as your captain, right?
Yep.
Good things.
And then in
Well-
the second game week, did you have him on the bench?
Yeah,
And he scored 2 goals.
Did
Okay,
anyone
good
have Humminson captain?
probably.
They
I'm
got
sure people
points.
did.
No, out of 491 people we have right now. It's still open to join. I hope the code can be in the description for this video. Maybe Lucas will put it in.
What's the code?
I will send it to you.
Okay.
Actually, I can probably get it. And I
I kind of meant to join and then I forgot.
But
I'm-
right
I'm
now,
not-
at the
I'm
top
not gonna
of
do it.
our table, CFA is in first. Mohamed Zayed, 79 points this game week, 175 in total. In second, we have the Golden Boys. He's still up there. Billy. Well done, Billy.
Where's Uncle Ben's rice?
Oh, that's a good question.
I liked him.
In third, we have Bayern Never Losing by Finn Kelly. I think I butchered the name. He had 86 points this week.
Jeez.
In fourth, we have Swaz Lynch FC.
Swazlinch.
Swaz Lynch, 84
Lynch.
points. In fifth, Goated FC is still up there from with 102 points this week. Fuck, that's
Jeez.
good.
Who do you have? He must have had Son.
Van Dijk is captain, and his vice captain was Lindelof.
And he still did
How do you
that
get all
well.
these points?
Harry Kane,
So Harry
Malpe, Zaha,
Oh,
Rodriguez.
that's a lot of
Yeah.
players. That
Aubameyang.
good.
So
But yes, make sure you do join in the French Premier League.
Yes.
Greg, we probably should. We'll be behind by.
a couple
Lots.
people have
Lots.
dropped, of course. Mr. Adrian, who was in first, is now in eighth. Bit of a drop, Adrian. Then again,
happens.
Get better, Adrian.
but we have there's
Jesus.
games tomorrow, right?
Watch
so
it. I spit on you.
once again, fantastic names I'm seeing here. Adidas All Stars.
Bad thing.
Yes, you don't want to be
This
doing that
this
right
name
now,
is
Lee.
great. Hakuna Juan Mata.
That's a good name. Okay.
All right, let's move on.
We're going
Shut the FA Cup.
Thank you for everyone that's in the fantasy. Hope you are enjoying.
Let's move on to the league that's already done, actually. Congratulations, Bayern Munich. You won the Bundesliga. You smacked up Schalke 8-0. As one does. I mean, hey, Schalke's crap. We all know that. We've seen that for the past few years. Yeah. They've sold one of their best players in Weston McKennie. Whatever. Bayern Munich is Bayern Munich. They put 8 past Barca. Why not put 8 past Schalke as well? Welcome Leroy Sané to the Bundesliga because, this team needed more attacking options, obviously. Yeah. They did lose Coutinho, so he was a good replacement. But congratulations, you won the Bundesliga.
They lost Thiago.
They're not missing him, obviously. They're all right.
Yeah.
Alphonso Davies didn't even play. They said, you can relax. Don't run today.
Got back from vacation.
Schalke, I think will get relegated, unfortunately.
What'd you call them?
Schalke?
I heard Schalke.
No, I think they'll get relegated. Some people might ask, no, how? They have been in very...
because they've been pretty...
Some people are asking me, how is Schalke getting relegated? They're historic Bundesliga sides. It's been a common theme to see historic Bundesliga sides get relegated.
You mentioned Thiago leaving. Let's talk about their midfield, though. Kimmich, Goretzka, Sané, Muller, Gnabry. That's
still pretty good.
That's all right. That's all right still.
That's all right. They just won the Champions League with that.
If you haven't been paying attention, this team has been in awful form since February, March, even before pre-COVID. They were in awful form.
They weren't they didn't win a game or something. Or not
they won one game in January
who's
or
in
February.
the midfield for Schalke? Nabil Bentaleb.
Oh yeah,
that tells you everything.
This team has no
Rabbi
confidence.
Matondo. I like Rabbi Matondo.
It's been
the morale is so bad at the club.
Rudy.
They're probably bleeding money.
Well, let's move on to the Bayern's biggest contender.
Yes.
Dortmund.
BVB.
Yeah, Dortmund looked
so
good.
They looked pretty good too.
Bit of an issue. Jadon Sancho's in the lineup.
Bit of an issue actually. Woz is not managing Gladbach, so they're shite.
Oh yeah. 3-0 they lost.
I think Gladbach played their best team. There's a bunch of players I saw missing in there.
I might be surprised.
Yeah, Turan Playa didn't play, so they're obviously not fully.
Turan and Playa came off the bench.
Yeah, but they didn't start it.
Yeah. But it ends 3-0 for Dortmund. Goals by Gio Reyna. Good goal.
Yeah, he's playing very well.
Yeah. Haaland with a penalty, and then Haaland again with a great goal. The man ran fast.
He ran
and what else did he do there, Liam?
He then tried to attack Jadon Sancho with the celebration. It was a little spooky, but at the same time, I loved it.
Did you hear what he said about Reyna in the post-match
I did not.
He's like, yeah, he's very good. He's the American dream. In this Haaland accent. Search it up. It's really funny.
I actually am a big fan of Haaland.
Same.
He's a baller.
I know.
It's funny because he's just...
The man's got a rap career going.
And
he can run. He can score.
He's like a kid still.
He's a bit of... it's hard to compare, but he's the closest thing I think we'll get to Zlatan in the future.
Oh, he's nothing like Zlatan.
In terms of playing ability?
Well, personality.
I kind of see him a little like Zlatan.
I know what he means.
Because he's just very arrogant.
He's got that prowess about him. Yeah, he's tall. He's a bit... He doesn't give a shit about it.
I don't know if we're going to get a Zlatan.
No, there's
no
Zlatan.
That's why I said the closest thing. Yeah. Dumbass.
That's harsh.
Greg, you're allowed to fight him. You know that, right?
Well, I'll fuck you up there, bud.
Oh, bud.
All right.
Anyways, yes, 3-0. It was a good victory for Dortmund. They needed that to get off a good foot.
Sancho's looking happy.
They saw Bayern win 8-0, and they're like, oh, well, we got to try and make up that goal differential somehow.
I don't like it.
All right, so let's...
Werder Bremen lost 4-1 to Hertha Berlin.
You don't need to read through all the...
Leverkusen drew Wolfsburg 0-0. Leipzig 3-1. Good job.
Winning without Werner.
Who scored, actually?
What's next?
Haidara, Poulsen, and Forsberg.
Right.
Good. Serie A's back. Guess what? Pirlo got a victory.
Oh, yeah, Ronaldo scored. What's new?
Yeah. I saw a tweet saying, this is what it looks like when players actually like their coach.
Yeah, Juventus won 3-0 over Sampdoria. Ronaldo did get one. Bonucci got one. And I'm going to struggle with this one.
Kulishevsky, very good player. He scored. Well done, 10th minute. The Ukrainian.
I do apologize.
He's not Ukrainian. He's Swedish.
Pardon me? That's not Swedish.
I thought he was Ukrainian for a sec.
He is Swedish. He is not.
I think he's originally from Macedonia, but
that would make more sense.
But then
Dejan.
we moved to Sweden, I think.
Since Dejan.
we know nothing.
I don't know anything. I'm just fat.
You're Finian.
What?
Someone they call you fit?
We're starting to become not even like
She just died.
known. Like we're just
Did you
being
just
funny.
fucking die? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
We're just becoming entertainers, not
Okay,
That's
3-0.
all
actual, not actual like knowledgeable.
Oh, I know nothing.
Greg,
3-0.
That's all I want to be.
Yeah, we know.
be-
Check out itswoz on Twitch. He had a good time with Gladbach.
Why is Sampdoria bringing on Maya Yoshida, the washed-up Southampton center back?
I don't know.
Why not?
Gaston Ramirez.
Do you know who's
AC
Sampdoria's manager?
I do not.
Claudio.
Claudio, like the Claudio.
Yeah.
Your favorite man in the
Dilly
world.
ding, dilly dog.
But
Yeah.
apparently Ramsey was man of the match.
Yeah, get a pie to the face. Where's the pie?
It is what it is. Even, shit people have a good game every once in a while. Genoa, 4-1 over Crotone.
Yeah, basically the teams that you expect to win won.
Except Roma, they drew 0-0 with Hellas Verona.
Not surprising.
Napoli did win 2-0 over Parma.
And guess who played?
Insigne.
Koulibaly.
Koulibaly.
Most likely going to
yeah.
stay.
Yep.
Tomorrow, AC Milan do play against Bologna. It's not Bologna.
Bologna. Why am the resident Serie A guy here, I can just pronounce the names better. Bologna.
Oh, you
Thank
do
you.
have Italian.
Bologna.
I do.
Yeah, fun fact, he is actually somewhat
I'm
Italian.
half Italian. I'm as much Italian as I am Scottish.
There you go.
I look Italian. See.
On Sunday, September 27th, if you'd like, you can wake up very early in the morning, 4:30 to watch Spezia versus Sassuolo.
I might.
No, you won't.
You probably will awake.
Lazio Atalanta. What's happening
Big
Wednesday?
game. Big game.
Big things.
All right, well, let's move on.
Spain.
I mean, Real Madrid tied Real Sociedad 0-0.
Shite.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't think you want to start your season like that, Real
Nope.
Madrid. But then
I
again,
heard they're playing a lot of young players, though.
yeah, but still, you want to get a win
Real
on your
Madrid's
first
young
match.
players is very good though. So.
Yeah, Rodrigo's damn good.
And Barcelona, I think they play midweek.
Yeah, Barcelona do play midweek against Athletic Bilbao.
They celebrate a historic trophy this weekend.
Yes, I don't even know how to pronounce that one.
No, I don't know.
Some Spanish bullshit. Betis, they won 2-0 over Real Valladolid.
Fekir.
Did Fekir score? He did score a penalty. Even with no knees, he can tap in from 12 yards.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
we
anything
didn't-
else insane? Not really.
Yeah, we didn't really pay attention to Spain this weekend.
It's just
but-
starting up. And finally, we got to talk about Ligue 1 because PSG are actually finally winning
Yeah,
because they're
lots-
able to play their actual players.
No, not really. A lot of players got suspended.
I don't know who
Yeah,
else.
there was a fight. There was a fight. Neymar did, get sent off.
Kurzawa
You
got
know,
suspended for
we
6
give
matches.
League on a lot of crap, but I think it's one of a league that's kind of on the rise
Yeah, I
a
don't
little
know.
bit. I don't know. Piss off. A couple of their teams have been in Champions League semifinals, Europa League semifinals. They've been on. That league is starting to kind of. It's on the surge. It can
Other
be
than the top, let's say 3-4 teams.
no, but I think it could become a top 3 league.
I mean, maybe in the long term, but it's still it needs to. It's still a little too much of a defensive league, a little too scrappy.
Away days to Brest.
Sure, France is a nice country from what I've seen.
Shout out to Lens striker Ganago.
France is a nice country. I've been there. It's very nice.
Why was the shout out?
He scored, and I watched him against PSG. He was good. I like what I see from him. He's scoring. So good job, Ganago.
Leon, they
Good
drew
goal.
0-0 against Nimes Olympique.
Jonathan David has yet to score for Lille. He's played 4 games.
I mean, he's new.
Sure, I
Monaco
expect better.
lost. Monaco are back in form.
Well, yeah, that's not surprising.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mbappe played and they
Yeah, he
won.
scored.
Yeah.
Yeah,
3-0.
classic Mbappe.
I mean, to be fair,
He's gonna
Rennes are a
leave.
Champions League team.
I mean, yeah, that's technically.
Is Mbappe gone next season?
We'll see. I think he said he wants to leave, right? Is that true?
I don't know if that was true, but
I saw the Liverpool source again, or the
They can
Liverpool.
barely pay 30 million for Thiago.
You're saving up.
Liverpool are paying 5 million for up front for Thiago, and the rest are over his entire
I
contract.
have an idea. So you don't pay the full fee, but you tell PSG, look, we will name a stand after him, and anyone who sits in that stand, those ticket prices, all those fees will go back to you. The Mbappe stand.
Deals with
The
Woz.
Killian.
I don't think that'd work.
No, probably not.
Not at all.
There's too many logistics.
Quickly, before we move into questions, Championship, all 3 relegated sides drew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dog shit.
and Shout out to the Canadian Premier League. This back-to-back champions, Forge FC of Hamilton. Well done.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Who do they beat in the final?
I think Calgary's team.
Again? Lol.
Support
I'd have to
local.
check. Actually, no, sorry. I'm mistaken. They did not take on Calgary in the final. They took on the Halifax Wanderers.
Not Bolton.
Congratulations, though.
So
Bolton
they beat them
Wanderers.
2-0. Goals from Johnson and Tissot. Well done, guys. Making Canada proud. FC Edmonton were crap this season. They got bottom of the table. I was not impressed. Look, FC Edmonton's our hometown team. And you guys are a high-profile club for the CPL. You were one of the first clubs in the CPL. To finish bottom is embarrassing. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Should I coach them?
No, 'cause
Yo, the 90th minute kicks over
sorry.
FC
No,
Edmonton.
You get them relegated. There's no
I'm sorry.
relegation.
they're already there.
You're all up for
Look,
It can't go any worse.
You
so.
wouldn't do well with a local team because you have to work with a budget. You need to spend to do well.
No, I'll develop.
Who the fuck will you develop?
I'll bring up some young
It brings in
players.
Woz.
Wazinho's coming in.
Yeah, you can
Big
market
money
that.
signing. The jersey, the handshake.
Wozinho.
You can market that.
This Brazilian wonderkid. This guy shows up.
Got a pint to Stella.
This guy's the first ball he gets in training.
Any
Stands and the ball falls over.
Alright.
any transfers to go into?
Not really.
I mean,
There is, but we're going to go into questions.
Alex Tellez is linked with United.
He's not going.
Supposedly personal terms have been agreed, but no fee.
Well,
You said the same thing with
we talked
Jadon
about Bale,
Sancho.
but Regulon,
Oh, yeah.
Regulon and Bale is going to Spurs.
Holland.
Quickly, Gareth Bale, yes. One of my favorite ever Premier League players.
Yeah,
I'm
we were
very
talking.
happy he's back at Spurs. Do well, Gareth. Revigorate your career. No more golf. Well, golf can stay, but just a little bit. A little bit of golf, a little bit of Wales.
I want
Lots of
Bale
Spurs.
just to score a bicycle kick Champions League final.
No, I
and he runs to Jose and picks him up and gives him a big
I
hug.
want Gareth Bale running down the wing, just overlap, crossing balls.
Liam
to
and I
Harry
were
Kane.
talking about
Son
this.
and Bale working together.
We talked about this the other day, and
Puppies.
Liam was saying how Gareth Bale is probably his favorite ever Premier League player.
There was once upon a time where I just spent hours watching Gareth Bale highlights, and I want to
Liam was
play
basically
like
a
him.
Spurs fan at the point,
I was.
He
I
was.
100%. I
Bale.
bought Spurs kits. 100%.
just because he liked Bale though,
Yeah,
not because he liked
I
Spurs.
watched.
he's a fraud.
I don't have.
Talking about Fraudiola.
I
This
don't have
man's
a
the
Premier
fraud.
League team. I don't. That
Did, and then you just hopped to Celtic because they're winning titles.
And hop Celtic. I mean, Celtic longer than we were fucking Spurs.
Fair enough. I'm sorry.
But no. But I would watch hours of Gareth Bale. I would try to try to do his stuff when I played down the wing.
Because he was
crossing
left
in.
foot and pacey.
Yeah.
Was he thick?
I mean, Gareth Bale's
Hey,
not.
thick thighs. First question. Havertz is gonna flop. Change my mind.
It's been 2 games.
Calm down.
The guy's got quality. He needs to start.
He's
playing.
also young.
He needs to start
Yeah.
playing, otherwise people are going to get on his
It's-
back and he's going to have nerves behind him. But he's young, he's talented, he's in a good team.
How
Give him
long?
some time.
That was the most recent signing Chelsea did, right?
Yeah.
As well. So
Well, unless Mendy gets announced when this comes
okay,
out.
but in terms of the
Yeah.
big boys, how long he was hardly there.
Yeah.
Hardly had any training sessions, and they threw
Plus-
him right into the first team.
Plus, in the second game, he kind of got subbed out just because of the red card. Kind of
yeah,
changed the
like
style.
you
Yeah.
never know, he could have done
But-
more. But
As our friend Pav said on Twitter, he will flop under Frank Lampard, not at Chelsea. If Frank, he thinks he'll do well without Frank.
I mean, having a lot of Chelsea fans I've seen on Twitter are very angry at Frank. They're not big fans.
No, Frank has been they're
I mean-
disapproving.
Are Chelsea fans kind of the English version of Real Madrid fans, where they don't know how good they have it until it's gone?
Yeah, they only won a title like 3 years ago.
I mean,
yeah,
So-
Madrid fans at one point in time booed Ronaldo.
Oh yeah, well, I mean,
like, I don't know.
they're the most Madrid fans are the most spoiled fans in world football.
yeah.
Well, at least
Yeah.
the ones in the stadium.
Yeah,
Anyways, back to the question though. Will Havertz?
I don't
flop?
think so.
No. It's
No,
2
I don't
games.
think
he's
so.
He's gonna.
I think in a couple of years he'll be one of the best players in the Premier League.
Just because if he has a bad first season,
Here's
it
an
doesn't mean he flops.
Here's an example. Kevin De Bruyne started he was at Chelsea very young in his career. He didn't do well in his couple Premier League games I think he played. He went to Wolfsburg, did really well, came back to the Prem, one of the best midfielders in the world.
Exactly. I
not
like
wrong.
it.
So
You're not wrong.
it's like it just takes time. Not every player is going to become a world beater in an instant or adapt to a league in an instant. Some players are different. It's
I mean,
football.
the true world class players probably will.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is because Havertz is on Chelsea now, he's gonna head to Wolfsburg. Then
No.
he's gonna go to Manchester City.
no.
Forget Leverkusen.
But don't be patient for Christ's sake. So apologies. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
to
Though.
God.
I agree.
God's good. This guy.
Liam,
Next question.
this question is for you. Is 10 in a row still possible for Celtic?
Of course, it's still possible.
Yes.
Okay.
We're technically second.
Probably
right now.
will happen.
Rangers played a game more, but they drew today against Hibs. Good job,
They
Hibs.
conceded their first goals.
They did.
Aberdeen
2-2
lost to
draw.
Motherwell 2-0.
Yes.
But Liam, truly, are you confident in 10 in a row?
I gotta be honest. We've played this season so far so bad. So bad.
All right.
So bad.
Do you actually have a striker?
Oh, it's an Edward.
Edward is playing.
Yes.
Okay, good. Is Christopher Ayer going to leave?
I think it depends on how much is offered. I know there's a lot of big talk about him going to AC Milan potentially, or possibly a Premier League
I have
side.
a question for you. Will we ever see Celtic actually go far in the Europa League? I would love to see that.
That's what I.
I thought it was going to happen last year.
Yeah, I did as well. I had a
And
little
then,
tiny bit of hopes and dreams. I still remember that day how upset I was.
well, I remember because I
was at work.
I was watching the match and you weren't, and
I was at work.
I was just like, wait, did that just happen?
And I was like, okay, it's at home against Copenhagen. We're the better team. I'm confident. 2-0 kind of thing will go through. I'll go on my lunch break. I said, okay, I have the room to myself. No one else in the break room. Turn on my phone. You've got to be fucking kidding me. And I sat there and I read through all the stats. I looked at Twitter. I was like, what the fuck? And I saw the fans reaction. I follow Celtic fans on Twitter. I follow some big accounts, and everyone was just like saying the same thing. It was just like, what the fuck just happened? Like, what? But yeah, that was last season. This season, we've been so bad. Yet we're tied for first, basically, in the SPFL.
10 in a row.
Shane
It's
Duffy, revolutionary signing at the back. Not only is he a fantastic center back, he scores goals. You love to see it. Don't cover the mic for me, Lucas. But no, they've been good. I mean,
You love to see it.
Yeah.
I hope they start playing a bit better because European football needs to happen this year.
Yep.
Fair
We all want Celtic back,
But yes, 10 in a row is possible. I hope it happens.
except Rangers fans.
Best attack ever.
Yeah, last week someone asked best defense ever. But what's the best attack ever?
In recent memory,
You have to give Liverpool's front three
Are
a
we
shout.
doing recent?
I mean, all
What's
time,
like-
it's very hard to say because there were some deadly attacks in the 70s
Brazil's-
and
Yeah.
80s.
Brazil with
Brazil.
Pele, Garincha.
Yeah.
There's
Jorginho.
yes.
Wazinho.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to give Liverpool front three a shout.
No, listen.
You had to
I
give
mean-
MSN a shout.
Yeah,
Real
exactly.
Madrid's front three with
Yeah.
Bale, Ronaldo,
Yeah.
Benzema.
If you have an acronym, you're good.
Ronaldo.
AC Milan. Was
Ronaldo,
really
Rudy
good.
Tevez.
I think you have to give a shout to Sturridge, Suarez, and Sterling.
I was
Yeah.
just gonna say SAS.
Well, I remember
SAS.
someone
nasty.
commented saying, "Why would you pick Sturridge and Suarez or something?" If you don't remember that season,
They were incredible.
They were-
Sturridge was a fantastic. He was scary to watch, and that injury just killed his career, though. Unfortunately,
They were
He was
so,
a
they
great
were
forward.
so good, honestly.
obviously you can't. If we go to the 2000s, Arsenal's attack with Henri
Yeah.
Bergkamp, Manchester United, they had
They
yeah.
yeah,
had some good teams.
You had,
Oh, yeah.
well, you had a
Jeez.
few different ones. You had
yeah. We always rotated.
You had Van Nistelrooy, Rooney. You had Rooney,
Nistelrooy.
Tevez, Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, yeah.
And then
Never forget Cole and York
Cole.
sharing him.
Yeah.
And then also AC Milan. They've had.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
be some
all
great
right.
ones.
Let's be honest. Demba Ba and Cisse.
Yes. Loved it.
But yeah, let us know what
Clint
you guys think is
Dempsey
the
at
best for
Fulham.
attack.
Very
Let
good.
us know what you guys think. is
Yeah,
the
we
best
obviously
for-
missed
yeah.
some. So
There's so many.
There's too many.
Gary Hooper and Yorgio Samaras. Oh, boys, that was good at one point. No, nothing. Okay.
I'm
Oh,
gonna-
wait, do we want to give a definitive
There's no
answer?
such thing as definitive answer. It's an opinion. Because I would probably go for MSN. Probably.
That was.
Or maybe SSS.
I mean, there's also Mbappe and Neymar right now.
It's pretty good.
Generally curious, who do you think find better? 18-19 Madrid's backline or current day Liverpool?
Okay, well, hold on. Stop. What did you ask?
Generally curious, who do you find better? The 18-19 Madrid backline or current day Liverpool? That Madrid backline was damn good. I'm going to go with that one, I'll be honest.
Okay. The first time I heard that question, I heard the 1890 Real Madrid. I was like,
That's what I heard too,
the
honestly.
original Madristas? Okay.
Oh, well, let's-
2018, 2019 Real Madrid.
They were not good though that year.
They were not good. Okay. Lucas tells me they're not good.
Oh, if they're
No,
not-
didn't they finish third in La Liga that season?
Yeah,
and got knocked
but-
out round of 16 in the Champions League. I think a better answer would probably be the 2017-2018 Real Madrid team, or one that won
Yeah,
La
so you
Liga
got
and
a
the
point.
Champions League.
Yeah, I
this
think your
season.
numbers
La
mixed up.
Def-
Nasty.
Your years mixed up.
Yeah,
But
do better.
but like, are we talking about the Real Madrid defense
But-
or
yeah.
the Liverpool
Yeah,
defense?
let's just say Marcelo, Ramos, Varane, and Carvajal versus Robertson, Van Dijk,
Gomez / Matip.
and
Yeah.
Trent.
I'm gonna give Madrid just because those two center backs alone are pretty solid.
Yeah.
Well, Liverpool, you have Van Dijk and someone else. You know, you don't have that solid combo.
But
That's how I see it too.
I'd argue the fullbacks.
Fullbacks.
The
are
fullbacks
better.
are a
that
little bit
complete
better.
Center backs are
revolutionary.
better
A little
for
bit
Madrid.
exciting.
I mean, yeah.
The thing is, Marcelo is just.
He was
Is
very
he a
good.
left back or a left
He's a
winger?
full-
I don't know, but
he's a
he
left
transitions.
striker.
He transitions so well both up and down the pitch, and he played well with Ronaldo.
But
Yeah.
then he was exposed defensively.
He was.
I know.
But
But every time he
you
whipped it
argue Trent
across,
has been as well at times.
Yeah,
yeah.
but at least Trent tracks back a lot better.
He's not Brazilian.
I will say Liverpool's.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Madrid.
I'm gonna say Liverpool.
Yeah, you're biased. I'm kidding.
Piss off.
So what was your Madrid?
Yeah, I'm going Madrid 100%. Marcelo, he whips in a cross goal.
Comment below.
This is an interesting question. Thoughts on Ben Arfa? Well,
Patem Benarfa.
Did I not see him play? Yeah, he played for PSG.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched him play against Leicester.
very skillful.
Yeah.
Good on the ball.
So, did you watch him in the warm up?
Yes,
How was he in the warm up?
lazy. Didn't do anything.
That's the thing.
Just he sat on the ground.
Yep.
He sat on the ground.
Yeah, because this was the International Champions Cup. It was in California. Me and my dad went down and watched a couple of games. But yeah, it was PSG versus Leicester. Whereas Leicester just won the Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ben Arfa didn't warm up. He just hung out with. It might have been Blaise Matuidi, I think. They were just hanging out, having a good old conversation the entire warm up, I think. But yeah, he came on in the second half and he was good on the ball. Like he has great skill moves, but he didn't do much.
Yeah.
PSG won that game, I think 4-0. It was very
That season,
comfortable.
Ben Arfa, I think he barely played any matches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His season at, I think it was Rennes. Was it Rennes or Rennes?
Yeah.
I think it was Rennes, where he was part of the side with them that won the French Cup for the first time in so long. Whenever I got to see him play, he just looked brilliant, getting by 2-3 players,
Unfortunately,
making the right pass.
his work ethic and his strength, like his weak, like he's not the strongest player. That's really his stigmas around him. He's just not, the work ethic's in there.
Oh my god! I just learned something.
What?
What did
So
you
this
say?
International Challenge Cup, when I went to see it, it did end 4-0 PSG over Leicester. Do you know who the starting striker was that night for PSG?
Zlatan?
Hudson Edward.
Oh wow!
I did not know that. He was a youth player at that point.
Wow.
Wow.
That's funny.
I did
actually.
not know that. I'm gonna read more while we talk.
Okay.
I'll join in. Don't you worry.
Also, Ben Arfa was at Newcastle, and
Yeah.
he's
He was.
a baller there.
Yeah.
He's just good on
the
the
Saint
ball.
Maximin
Him and like
difference.
Abdel Tarat, they're just on the ball, great
Yeah.
off the pitch. You know?
And if you remember FIFA 12, he had those fantastic cards, cut in on his left foot, finesse, brilliant.
He had about 4 different informs. He was very good, honestly.
So here is a question from Mr. Footy Connect. What is the best European team since 2000? I'm doing a little turning on my TikTok, but I'd like to see your take on it. Man, there's been a lot of good teams.
Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. Those 3.
Which Bayern though?
Well, I'm talking from 2000 onward. That's what I'm talking.
Well, but no love.
Just
for-
like in total, like all the years.
Throughout those 20 years, I'm going, which teams have dominated both European and domestically? I think those 3.
Manchester United for a period of time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
100%.
United.
For the first half of the decade.
Because we were winning leagues and going to the Champions League finals, except we were playing Barcelona, which was arguably one of the best teams of all time.
Well, there's a
Yeah.
period from like
Guardiola
2004 to 2010 where like it was Liverpool, Manchester
Yeah.
United, Chelsea,
And Milan.
Arsenal were getting to semifinals quite consistently.
But Milan was always in that mix too,
yeah,
Yeah.
which was they were fantastic.
yeah. But that's not the point I'm trying to make.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
But I think Real Madrid for just
Yeah,
Just that
winning 4
I think
in
it's
one.
row.
got to be Real Madrid.
4 in a row.
As much
is
as I want to give it
insane.
to either Bayern or Barca, because Pep's Barca teams were immaculate.
Yes. Yes.
Matt would ask me, "Do you know what that word means?" Shut up.
Barcelona, yeah, they won it in 06 as well. See, they're pretty good. Yeah,
I just love the Bayern squad, though. Honestly,
The 2013 one was
I've-
deadly. It was so unbeatable. It felt whenever they played anyone.
so
I
fucking
saw some
good.
good players in that game.
Who?
Cavani played.
Oh, wow.
Meunier played. Riyad Mahrez played.
Oh yeah, he was
for
a Leicester.
Yeah. Udwar actually scored a goal. He scored the fourth goal.
And you didn't even know.
I didn't know him at the time.
That's interesting.
I think I have the match programs at home. I should go find them somewhere.
You can tell your dad.
Okay.
Is that 6 questions?
6 questions from TikTok. I think there was one on Instagram we saw, so I'll try to answer it in our messages.
And then we'll do YouTube.
This question comes from Mr. Gunnarsson. Can you talk about players who went from loved to hated by their club?
Oh yeah, Sterling.
Luis Figo.
Yeah, Sterling is 100%.
Sterling is on there.
Fernando Torres did, but then I think later on Liverpool fans realized, okay, yeah, our owners at the time were bad, and yeah.
If we're talking like
Figo,
players
I
who like were loved at the club, but stayed at the club, and like went from loved to hated. I mean, Jesse Lingard became Phil Jones. There was a point where United fans did like him. We did rate him back when Ferguson was still manager, and ever since then, it's been getting worse and worse for him.
Who else?
Is there a Celtic player?
Not off the top of my head. No one that went to Rangers or anything like that. I mean, there has been a few over the years, but nothing in recent time, at least.
Ousmane Dembele at Dortmund.
I don't think it's hated.
I mean, how he left was pretty gross.
I mean, yes, but
Mario-
he was a young player moving to Barcelona. I mean,
By the way, he even treated the club towards his tenure.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't great.
Mario Götze, in a sense.
he was hated.
Yeah,
by-
before he came back to Spies.
I find it funny that players like Pirlo, who played for the biggest 3 clubs in Italy, is loved by everyone.
I think it's because he won a World Cup with them.
I mean, yes,
Italy,
I mean,
so he's
Zlatan's been
It's
to,
also when you're
Yeah,
Italian.
yeah.
you play for
Zlatan's
those
been to
teams.
every club ever, and everyone loves Zlatan.
A lot of people also hate him.
No, you don't hate Zlatan.
No, people
You're
don't.
just jealous of Zlatan. That's all it is.
Raheem Sterling,
Sterling's just the big one that comes to mind.
mean,
In recent.
Luis Suarez. No, I can't. No, never mind.
I'm not sure. It's
No,
okay.
and people love
No, the
him.
biggest one for me is Figo. I think.
Other fans hate him. Figo, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that was a big
trying to
one.
think who else is there.
There's definitely a few, but comment down below. Give us your thoughts.
It's hard to think on the top of the head.
YouTube.
Y'all think Liverpool will win the league with Thiago and Diego Jota from Brian?
Time out. First off, I don't think they needed them to win the league. They are Liverpool still.
They're still title contenders without
I
them.
think they definitely have.
Does it
It
help?
helps.
Definitely, I think they. I
100%.
honestly feel like they might have now the edge over City because of these 2 signings. Honestly, like,
City may not be done yet, though. You never
no,
know.
that's true.
I said Liverpool were gonna win the
Some
league.
But
people-
the thing is, more depth
Yeah.
is really
And
good
you-
for
I
Liverpool.
know
I-
only.
Because that's always where I found Liverpool.
I
to
think
be the issue.
eventually Jota will maybe replace Mane once their tenures kind of come to an end.
I know we are only 2 weeks in, but I had Liverpool third and Chelsea second. I'm having slight doubts about that.
Yeah, after
We're
the
not
game.
surprised.
Slight doubts, but it is what it is.
It is
Um,
what it is.
I think I'm happy with Spurs being fourth though.
Brian also asked, Neymar is winning at least 1 Ballon d'Or. That's more of a statement, but I can go with that.
He's
yeah.
winning at least 1 Ballon d'Or.
Thinks he's gonna win 1 Ballon d'Or.
I mean, if he wins a World Cup with Brazil, then I could see that.
2022, anything can happen.
No, I don't think he will.
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think you'll have this weird overlap period where Messi, Ronaldo are still capable of winning a Ballon d'Or.
In 2 years.
Yeah, Neymar's not that old.
No, but I'm saying the overlap period of Messi, Ronaldo are still capable for, let's say, another season or
And then you
two.
think like Mbappe and,
And then
Haaland.
Mbappe, Haaland, they come in their prime at a big club.
Like, I think 2022 World Cup is gonna be very important.
yeah.
Well, how I see it is PSG has to win the Champions League, and can they do that?
They
I
win
mean,
the
I
League,
guess
they
they're
win
in the
Champions
finals, I
League,
guess.
and he
But
has to win a World Cup.
Here's another.
do you think Neymar will leave PSG though?
To where?
I don't.
Return to Barca?
2 more questions. Very easy. Will Trent be Gerrard's successor? Gerrard's.
In terms of being like a Liverpool homegrown captain, I mean,
I don't think he's gonna play
Potentially.
Ceramid, maybe.
I mean, he might. He's probably gonna win more than Gerrard in his career.
Yeah.
well, he already has.
Well, no. Well,
Have
yeah,
you
he's
ever
got the
seen
Premier League
Gerrard?
title.
Have you
Yeah.
ever seen Gerrard? Have you ever seen Gerrard win the league? Have you fuck? He tried to push me and he fell over.
Last question. The 5 goats. God bless you, Ben. Will any of you be coming to the UK soon? UK soon. Would love to see some travel content.
We actually had a plan to do that.
There's
then-
a coronavirus.
but then
This thing called a pandemic happened.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, the 90th minute would love to one day go to Europe, go watch our teams
All
play.
our teams play.
I'm the only one that's ever seen my club play as home stadium. The other boys deserve it as well. So you never know what might happen come next year, next summer kind of thing.
It makes it a lot easier when
Yeah.
your family is actually like
relatively
Yeah.
close. Yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you never know.
Well, hopefully once this pandemic clears up and
once the pandemic clears up,
maybe-
we're 100% all coming.
Keep following.
Depends on
Keep subscribing, keep liking, keep commenting, keep this, keep that. Get involved. That way, the more support, the more people who know about us, the more chances of us doing these trips like this. So,
Yep.
I think on that note, we should wrap this up. It's been a good podcast.
sad.
Why are you sad?
We're supposed to be on a flight on Tuesday to San Diego
Poor
for a
boys.
week.
All right.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
No, I was supposed to be on a beach. Just gonna go cry.
All right,
It
let's
makes
wrap
you-
this
Well,
up.
he has his moment. We'll wrap this
Thank
up.
you.
From Greg, from Woz, from Lucas, myself, Liam, and Maddie. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and listening. This has been yet another week in the beautiful game. We will see you next time.